No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Houston's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really...
There he goes! He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Red pass, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Houston! And they have the first points of the game.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming... Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Dawkins. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes the grab. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Using the quick game. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Working that left side now. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Dawkins. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Houston going up tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Past the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here comes the hurry up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Houston wants to play fast. Play action. Pulls it in. It's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them. But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the...
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got even more.
Touchdown, Houston. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. This time on target. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. On the move is the 30. It's a seam wide open at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Looking to pass.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Houston going up tempo. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. It's Dawkins. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They'll operate out of split backs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Morton. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grab near the sticks. It's Morton. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Utes are rolling down the field.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Find space on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Adams. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw. Scrambling away. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are
turning it on. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Utes in the hurry up.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Just feeds the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and he's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Utes! The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. On the ground, it's Payne. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Complete to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Trying to get the edge on the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Utes want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw again. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Powers forward. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That's reeled in. It's Adams. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The sure hands. It's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Utes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
Oh, they block it. They stop him right there, short of the 1st down, and they'll get the football back. What a job by this defense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Gets it out quickly. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Dawkins. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This crowd knows when to bring it. On the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faces, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this